Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
Yo, what's good? It's the one and only iLLANOiZE Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing to hit the street since crack cocaine. Listen here. Listen. I'm excited, dog. Like, today is one of them days where we get somebody in the building where they resume long, where sometimes if you was from that era, you don't really have to do a bio. You don't have to read a bio to know a person's track record because it was there in your face every day, every time you looked around. This is way before Instagram. This is way before social media was a thing. In order to get around certain people, you really had to be that man, that motherfucker. And listen, Chicago, I got one of our motherfuckers sitting up in here with me today. The one, the only motherfucking boo in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
What up, though? We in here.
Yo.
Do these work or no?
Yeah, no. I got you.
Okay.
I got
there
you.
We go.
I got you.
For sure. Man,
Welcome.
appreciate that, man. I love that intro, man.
Man, dog, it's real, man.
That's what's up, man.
Like, listen, boo, you one of them motherfuckers, man.
I appreciate
I gotta say it.
No, I really appreciate that, for sure.
A lot of people don't know, like, you know, this shit here.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Like,
I know. I live in it. I love it.
So,
I know.
So what I want to, like, boom, you done worked with legends, greats. But you from Chicago. What part of Chicago you from?
West Side.
West Side?
Yeah, Austin area. As well as I grew up in Maywood, too.
Okay, for sure.
My teenage year.
Okay. So, like, I know earlier when we sit down talking, you say you bleed basketball over here, then you bleed the hip-hop shit over here.
That's my DNA, them two things.
Okay. So, like, you know, the song we just played, R.Kelly, I Wish remix.
Yeah.
That song had the city on fire.
It did.
That song had the city on fire. One of the songs that when you young and kids is singing and rapping your verse hard.
Yeah.
Like, how do we get there? Like, matter of fact, you know what? Let's go back. You said you love basketball.
Yeah.
How you go from hooping to rapping?
One night, man, I was my best friend, I consider him a brother. He's also my business partner, Jim Shoe.
Okay.
That's our nickname. So we grew up together, and we just was we was playing in his backyard, 3-on-3 game with a couple of the homies, and one of our homies happened to be Corey McGetty. He was a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
Ended up going
to the league.
Yeah, so he went to the league. So he was on his way getting ready to go to Duke. And one of our good friends had let him use his car. He had a Tahoe or Suburban, one of those trucks, and he had the TVs out in the headrest and shit. So, everybody was giving Corey everything at that time.
Right.
He was the ticket, So we end up, after we played this 3-on-3 game, we went downtown, and we just enjoyed riding this shit, pull up the Rock and Roll McDonald's. And we couldn't actually get in the parking lot. It was so crowded. And Corey was like, man, I'm going to go, this still, we got a curfew and shit too. Excuse my language, but we got a curfew. So Corey go to use the bathroom. It was taking him a little minute, and I hadn't even been to Rock and Roll before at the time, like on my own, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me see what's up. It's a lot of people out here. And I was just walking through the lot. Me and Corey walking through the lot to go inside, and I just seen a lot of people like crowded around this car. And I looked up and I saw the car first before I saw the person. Person ended up being R.Kelly, but it was this 600 Benz. It was like drop top. It was crazy. So I'm thinking that it was like some, people out there showing off their cars.
Right.
And I'm just happened to be looking at the car, and he was like, "What's up, man? You ain't gonna speak, shorty? What's up?" Like that. And I'm like, "Oh, damn." I put two and two together. Like, damn, this Kels. And he's like, "What's up, man? What you up to? What you doing out here? Yada yada yada." So he looked at me. He was like, "Yo, what you do? You rap or something?"
Oh, he was talking to Corey?
No, he was talking to me.
He asked you what you
so
doing
one of his
here.
guys in his entourage noticed Corey. And was like, hold on, that's dude here. He All-American. And Kels had noticed me, like you rap or something? And I'm like, no, I don't rap. Like, what make you say? He's like, man, you look like you carry yourself like you a rapper or something. sure you don't rap? I'm like, no, I don't rap. He was like, oh, you listen to rap? I'm like, yeah. He's like, who you listen to? So I'm naming, who I'm listening to at the time, the the Bigs, the Pox, the Jays,
Right.
Puff and Mace, the whole nine. So he like, do you know any raps by heart? Could you rap something to me right now if I asked you to? And I'm like I said, not my own rap. He said, I don't care. If it's a song you know, whatever. Can you rap something to me right now? And I rapped the Mace song off of his album, the joint he had with A-Ball and MJG.
Okay.
And I rapped the line. It was called A Play Away.
Okay.
And there was a line in it. Right now, no, I can't remember the verse. He died. But I know it was a line in it that said, you won't see me and unless TVs in it. And the car we was in had TVs. So he was like, I knew you could rap. I was like, nah, that ain't me though. I'm like, that's Mace. So don't tell nobody,
Right.
Don't show me off to nobody to rap, because that was
That's
somebody
what you'll
else.
get.
But that's what you asked me. He said, nah, that's all cool. That's cool. So this at the time, I didn't have a cell phone. Nobody did, youngest at my age. So
Well, yeah, give us the year.
and I was 18. This 98.
98.
Yeah, I was 2 months graduated out of high school.
Okay.
All of us. So now this when we kind of narrowing down what schools we gonna go to.
Okay.
So it's kind of, on a personal note, like I hadn't did good on my SAT scores and stuff like that. So when I'm picking a school, it started narrowing down that it wasn't, I was gonna have to like sit out a year and,
Red
go
shirt,
through the
something
red
like that.
shirt and the Prop 48 at the time. So I'm like, dang, but I'm looking at somebody like Corey, his bar was high. He
Right.
getting ready to go to Duke. Like, he on his way. You know what I
gone.
mean? He gone. So Kels had to ask somebody to use a pen, and he wrote down 3 numbers. He was like, man, take my number, man. This gave me 2 studio numbers and a cell number that he had. And he was like, what y'all about to do? And I'm like, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't got nothing to do. And we got to talk some basketball talks. Corey, people was introducing him to Corey. He was
Right.
like, man, y'all can't hoop. So I'm doing the most talking, like, yo, what y'all want to play for? Knowing we ain't had no bread to match up against them, but I'm
Right.
like, we finna hustle them right quick. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
like, man, I got a gym. I rent out. It was called Hoops the Gym at the time. And people like Jordan would be playing in there, Kevin Garnett, all of them, they would be playing. So Kels rented that out every night. And, he rented that out. He hooped every day, like 2 hours every night at midnight. He rented that gym out. So he like, man, y'all come up there and get a run. But when I met him at McDonald's, I know that's crazy to say,
Yeah.
but that's just what it was.
That was dope, though.
Yeah, no funny style shit. It was just
Y'all was just chilling.
Just chilling.
In the city.
in the city in the summertime.
Kinda summertime shot.
And
Everybody
he was like,
outside.
man, he was like, I'm about to go to the studio. Y'all, when you want to come, y'all welcome. Went to the stew. And when I got in the studio, I started kind of like, I'm seeing all the plaques on the wall, and I was like, dang, he said something to me for a reason.
Right.
Then he started playing. He was working on that double disc.
TP 2000.
No, before that, the
R.
The R. So he was like, I got so many songs, I think I'm gonna do a double disc. So he was playing like half on the Baby 4. He was playing everything.
So
he
you
was
heard
working
this
on.
shit before the shit came
Heard
out?
it before it came out.
That's the album right there.
Then he threw on a beat, and he started. It was really like, man, it was really like divine, like for real. It was really just God work for real, because he threw on a beat, a track, and he came and started rapping to me. He started rapping the rap, but the same type of flow. It's like that Diddy, that Mace flow. It was like that. So I was like, dang, it was cool that I did that, because that's
Now
like
that style he gonna give it.
that style that he was doing. And I tried to freestyle. It wasn't good. But he was like, you know what, I ain't making no promises, but you give it a shot. Give it a shot, man. Just give it a shot and see how it go.
Damn. Look. Oh.
And the reason I decided was this. I looked at all my homies, and I was like, well, you know what? All us chasing this hoop thing,
Right.
And that was really almost all at that time
That was probably it.
that
in
we
the
really
city.
had.
Like, do you remember at
No.
that time, like, who was really rapping in the city?
Yeah, that I knew they was already on. It was a Crucial Conflict. And I
Right.
didn't know them personally at the time. I just knew they was from around the area.
Right.
Crucial Conflict, Twister for sure. Knew about Common, Psychodrama, Triple Darkness, Children of the Corn. There was another group that I knew. I knew about them. But I thought it was so hard to rap to ever get in that
position.
space. I just didn't never think that could even be something that was real. But I was heavily East Coast influenced because of my brother. We 4 years apart, and I was heavily East Coast influenced. So I would dress like that, like the rappers and shit.
Listen, man, we got Boo in the building. We this conversation only gonna get better.
For sure.
Listen, he ain't going nowhere, man. Y'all pour up your cups, whatever you doing while you're doing it.
Hey, what we on that how you say it?
John Basil.
John Basil.
Yeah, that's what we on.
That's a black-owned tequila.
That's a black-owned tequila.
Yes, shout out John Basil.
Yeah, we in here. Like you said, he stayed upstairs.
Yeah, he stayed upstairs from the store. Hey man, we got a lot of promo product they've been sending. We got a lot of your mail at the store. We ain't took nothing. we got it all for you.
Hey, for sure, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. iLLANOiZE Radio, turn up.
You dig?
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I need you to do one sminy. Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I just need you to do one small favor for me. Head on over to your app store, search iLLANOiZE. Hit the first thing that pops up because we the one and only, and download the iLLANOiZE app.
Yo, what's good? It's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing to hit the street, sitch, crack, cocaine. I still got the one, the only Boo in the building with us, y'all. He ain't going nowhere. We lit, we turn. All right, so like we talked about, you know, how you met Kels up to, you know. Now, where was it when you was like, you know what, this hooping thing over with? I did it. I done it. Let me see what this music shit talking about. Like, what was that? When, and where were you at that moment?
At that moment, I was actually at the gym, Hoops the Gym. Kels invited me to come hoop, and on my way to the gym, Sparkle song was on the radio.
Which one?
Be careful.
Okay, be careful
Better
what
be
you
careful.
say
Yeah.
for me.
That was on the radio, right? And I pulled up to the gym, and he pulled up. He had Sparkle in the car with him. At this time, I thought it was like Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
She had that,
That
you know,
little
she had, the big Fendi glasses on, and she had like that, you know, that star quality about her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, damn, that's Sparkle. And then, you know, now it's kind of getting to me like, damn, they regular people like us too.
Right.
You know, like I'm getting closer to something, you know. I can't really put my hand on it, but I'm like, I'm getting closer to something. So after we done played ball for a couple hours or whatever, now we going to the studio. Get in the car, one of his songs is on.
Yeah.
We go in the studio all night, leave on the way to the crib. Be careful on again when I'm on my way to the...
Damn.
And I'm like, yo, that's going to be me one day if I stay around this.
Right.
And I looked at like, yo, all my guys, they hooping, but ain't nobody doing this.
Right.
And I didn't know nobody from my neighborhood at the time that really was doing it on that level. Because I honestly probably wouldn't have did it if it was like somebody around, you know, me.
Every day.
Yeah, because you couldn't really show me nothing.
Right.
It was enough that he could show that I saw all the platinum plaques in the studio.
Saw
I saw the Benzes. I seen the jewelry. I seen
all
like,
this.
You know.
And this is just right after high school.
Yeah, I'm 2 months out of high school. This is like August, and I graduated with June.
Right.
So it's like 2 months after that. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna just get this. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this a try. I'm gonna get this a shot. I want to hear myself on the radio one day, just how I heard them. And that was my driving force. It wasn't about money, nothing. I didn't know that you could really get paid like that at that time. I didn't know that information.
Right.
But I'm like, get on the radio. People that know me, you know.
So what was that conversation like with Kels when you went to him like, look, I want to do this for real?
It was really, I went to the school. Well, yeah, I did. It was like I was so like, you know, inexperienced in that space. So what he did is he invited me to the stew, and he wasn't there. It was just his producer there. And shout out to him, Roy Hamilton. It's my man, bro. Like he showed me how to do music. He showed me like what 16 bars was. He showed me like, you know, gave me like the mentality when you writing, like how to go to a space or what you like, what you know, what you actually do every day. What's your, you know, what do you want out of life? You know, like he was telling me, man, don't be scared to dream.
Right.
You know, and we end up being a group. So I was doing a demo song. The verses, it was kind of a short song, so he added 8 bars to it.
Okay.
And when I heard them play it back, and I don't want to get that detailed on my process of me doing the song, but after I, you know, got past my nervousness to record it, and you know what I'm saying, hearing myself, that was the hardest part. Like hearing I was like, damn, I ain't really got what it take.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go on and go to school. This ain't really for me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like nervous to reach back out to see, you know, how did he rock with the song or whatever. So I went to visit the school in Memphis. I went down to Memphis, so my cousin tripping out with me like, yeah, man, I heard you met R.Kelly, man. Woo up the band. I bet you can't call him. Type of thing. So I'm like, yeah, I could call him. You know what I'm saying? I called him. Yeah, I could call him. You know what I'm saying? So I called him, and I ain't thinking he gonna pick up, but he ended up answering. And it's so early, I didn't know what to call him. I'm like, is his name R? Like, what is his name? You know, I ain't know this.
Right.
You know, and I'm hearing people around say Rob and stuff like that, but I'm not really putting two and two together.
Am I that close to you?
Yeah. What do I call him? So he like, who is this? I'm like, this Boo. He's like, Boo. I'm like, yeah, Boo that you met McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I was at the studio, did this. He said, man, I like this song, man. What's up? What you gonna do? And I'm like, I came to visit the school. He like, well, you ever? I'm on this visit. He like, you ever gonna come back? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, when you get back, come to the studio. And hung the phone up.
Damn.
And I was like, all right. Now I went to tell my peoples, like, mom and pops, like, look, dude, like, come to the studio. They like, studio? Like, come on now. They ain't never seen the studio before. Right. So they not knowing, like,
how real this shit is.
So he was like, everybody come down. Came down. We had one good conversation, you know, and he didn't promise me nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. That was, his words was, I'm not making no promises, but give it a shot. And he gave me a pen and pad, and he was like, man, if I see you writing every day with this and you come into the stew, I can guarantee you a record deal. Because he had a label at the time called Rockland Records. Right. It was distributed through Interscope. Okay. So he had Sparkle as his lead-off artist. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I think he was in search for some rap. Some rap. Mm-hmm. So me and my dog, Roy, he was a producer. Right. So, but he knew how to rap too. So he like, man, y'all sound like a good group. This before me and Gotti. So me and Roy couldn't think of no names. He was like, y'all think of a name. And I was so like just raw in this space. Right. I couldn't think like, what kind of name to come with? You know, and then every name we would pick, it would be some copyright infringement, like type of thing. We went with Garcia and Vega. I remember that, damn. Right? And then he was like, Kels was like, man, you know what? Y'all should be the Vegas Cats. Like Vegas. Y'all both, he said, I'm taking a gamble on y'all and y'all gambling on y'all self too. Right. And it was kind of like that was the spin of it. And if you look on the album, the R, the Red and Black CD, yeah, this one, track number 8, you'll see the Vegas Cats featured on a song called We Ride, which features Cameron.
You on that song?
Noriega and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first record.
I used to hear Shot-Town. What do you say? I used to hear Sammy's when
I'm in Shot-Town, I used to hear Sammy's. Yeah, that was Nori. That was Nori verse. Yeah. Okay. Jay coming there with Jay say, I switch up cars like Rodman's hair color. Hit your bra, you know. Then me, I come in, only ballers be allowed up in here. Yeah. Money makers got my thug niggas watching my rear for player haters 18 and I'm living the dream. Go figure how a nigga that's younger than you. Ice bigger, don't sweat that. Stick to rap, nigga, try that. Call my nigga R.Kelly if you need a hit black and when you get it, make sure to go get it. Yeah. You dig? I did not know that. Yeah, that was my first rap right there.
Wow.
That was my first rap.
Wow.
And he was like, yo, you know how to talk. You got some lingo. So I always would say I'm more of a not a lyricist, more just a confident game spitter. Damn. And I got that from Bird, man.
Hold on, we go listen. So boom. Mm-hmm. All right, now you got the song, you made the song. Now, like what's it like being in the studio working with R.Kelly? Let's not forget this man is a legend.
For sure.
Creative.
Workaholic.
Talent. You know what I'm saying? Like
workaholic.
What was it like being in the studio? Cause shit, you saying you was there creating the R. Between the R, you get TP 2000. Yeah. Like you in this. Yeah. Like what the hell is that school like?
Right. So when the R was done, I got there like that was pretty much done. He was like putting it together, the last finishing touches. Now I'm there for every song of TP2. From beginning to end, down to I've witnessed. So a lot of his like ballads and stuff like that. Right. I would just sometimes, if he had the open session, could just witness, his greatness. Now for me, that was the toughest time because that was like a boot camp. Mm. It was some raps that I already, it was just writing school for me. We had a lounge room and he'd actually make a beat, just a basic beat. Rap to this, write to this. And sometimes, man, I couldn't get on the mic until that rap was to his standard, like, okay, that made. So it was like, he was helping me be a structured rapper. Right. Like conceptual.
Right.
conceptual.
Yeah,
like the songs that have a concept to it. So it'll be stuff with a hook to it where it would make sense.
Right.
So at this time it wasn't mixed.
He was teaching songwriting.
Yeah, that's what he was teaching. So that was tough because he didn't like every rap, and that could kill your confidence.
Right.
You could be like, damn, you don't like that shit. Man, go back. I think you could do better than that. And then I ain't gonna say he didn't like it all. He was trying to. It was also a test how bad I wanted to.
Right. And what was one of the songs that you was like he took and you was like, yeah, but this it. What was that song?
Well, what it would be is when if it go periods where I wouldn't see him because he'd be working crazy. So sometimes we're in the studio, we might not even see each other. But he had his A&R that would let us know, like, yeah, they in there writing. They came. He'll still keep tabs on what was going on. So whenever he'd be like, what you got? What you done? And the raps that would get him to do like tap his homies, or they'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
So I knew when I kind of talk like some flossy player type things, that would get him. He'll rock with that.
Right.
And then some days if I just hit with some straight like reality, I started getting my raps more reality. Like, I had homies that hustled and stuff like that.
Right.
And I might ask, how much what does zip cost?
Yeah.
The 8-ball cost. Yeah. Or I see them bagging up or something like that.
Cause you still outside.
You still outside.
You ain't got the Bentley yet.
Yeah, I ain't got none of that yet.
Right.
I don't even got the deal yet, actually.
Right.
But so I started putting reality into shit I was saying, and he was like, so I knew those the ones that always hit.
Yeah, real life shit,
real life stuff,
catching feelings, catching people.
Yeah,
emotions.
And that was just on my practice raps, like the stuff that But when it came to a song, I knew it. Well, you like to hear some flossy, 600 bands, ice chain, and I ain't have none of it yet. I just saw it, and then I would get, I would read magazines. At that time, it was the Rob Report, so that's where you would see a Rolex in that, Aston Martin in there, and a lot of those things I didn't know how to pronounce them. Prada, I didn't know how to say this because the designer wasn't even, that wasn't even really in our time. And then it wasn't, we didn't know about it, so I would have to put myself up on stuff like that, and that's what my dog Roy helped me with.
So was y'all still a group at this time?
Yeah, we was a group, but Roy was more on his production. He liked the rapping, but he ain't really care to be the artist.
He was like,
he knew how to. So while he'd be cooking up, I was the writer.
Okay.
And I could have been learning to cook up, but he'd be coming with something like, and he was putting me on. He'd go buy the CDs. He'd go buy Cameron, Confessions of Fire, McGruff. He putting me up on a lot of these East Coast cats, Nature. We listening to Heavy Nas, The Firm. We listening to all of that, Mobb Deep. So I'm one of them for real.
So this is like a real boot camp for you.
Nah, this a real boot camp. So that's what me and him on, like, far as like, okay, this the slang we gotta hit him with. You know what I mean? Because if I just talk like Chicago slang at this time, nobody really would have understood what I was saying except Chicago people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was using like whip and those kind of
just our terms and take. So, like, what I want to know is, okay, from there, y'all didn't, damn, listen. It's so much we got to try to fit in. Look, we're going to play some music, man. We're going to play some music. I don't even want to jump the gun on this song. Listen, what we're going to do is we're going to relax. We're going to relax.
For sure.
We're going to relax. We're going to play some of this Tupac right here.
My dog right there.
Tupac right here, man. Don't go nowhere. We still turned up. We got Boo in the building. He with us. He here.
Yes, sir.
We got him as long as we can. I'm trying to give y'all all the information y'all want, y'all need. I got y'all. Don't go nowhere. iLLANOiZE Jones. Boo, we in here.
Is your business struggling? Trying to get your followers up? No problem. You can advertise with us right now. Tap that link above. Now let's get back to the show.
Back, iLLANOiZE Radio. You're now tuned into the dopest thing on the street since crack cocaine. I'm sorry, Raw. I ain't even tell you I was going back up. I just jumped on it. My fault. My fault. Pause. No Sandusky. No Sandusky.
Wow.
Yeah. Listen, that was the song he was talking about when they rapped us at the Vegas Cats.
Yeah.
I had to play that for everybody. That shit was a classic. Okay. It's 98. Around that time when that dropped, I had to be 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I was like 9 or 10 just to show y'all my age. But yeah, that joint, I remember that joint being, that whole album was hard, but that joint right there was dope. What was it like creating that? Like, what that feeling was like?
That was like, man, that was that kind of like I made it feeling. but it's also gave you more to because we all didn't do that together.
Right.
We wasn't all in the same spot doing that, so it was still like almost like, dang, you know, I still ain't met, you know, at this time I hadn't met no other rappers that was of that caliber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, dang, where they at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so that I could feel like I'm solidified as a rapper. At the time, I still didn't feel like I was, you know, accepted all the way. So it was really just work, man, to be honest with you. You know, that's how I could never, you know, you always say, don't get too high, don't get too low, just stay even kill and just deliver. Long as he was cool with the verse,
it was
and then like, I'm keeping it. It was like that. And then when the album got pressed up and I heard it all together, it was like, damn. That's dope.
Damn, dude, you on a song with Cam, Nori, Hove, Kels.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
Produced
first
by the track masters.
What was it like working with Tone and Pope?
Tone would come. Kels had Tone would be the one that would come out.
Cause did they have a record label together?
Yeah. So Tone would be the one that was more like travel, you know, kind of moving around. So him and Kels had a great relationship. So Tone would always come out here and be like hands on in the studio with Kels. And then after like a good like 2 years of me just doing my same, just writing process, Kels was like, you know what? I'm about to send y'all to New York. You been around, you know, now it's time for you to get around some rappers.
Right.
You know, so he sent me and Roy out there. We still the Vegas cats at the time. So when we get there, and that's when the whole experience of the car picking you up with your name on it.
Oh,
and,
now you feel like a rapper.
Yeah. So we get to the Hit Factory.
This your first time in New York too, right?
This was my first time in New York.
Okay.
So we go to the Hit Factory. That's where that was their headquarters. Right. And at this time, they got 50 Cent signed to them. They got Nature signed to them.
From Queensbridge.
From Queensbridge. But they doing all the work for like Nori was smoking hot then. Yeah. So Nori and then Nas. And that was crazy, so they got all these other producers up under them, like LES and
LES is nasty.
Yeah,
Shout
LES.
out to LES because he produced some shit.
So it was so crazy. So Tone them had a person that was like our driver. And he worked for them. Okay. I guess I'll say he was A&R. Okay. And I remember he was like, all right, so who y'all want on the album? And you know, we like, shit, we naming off like, what you mean? He's like, just name somebody. Who y'all want? You know, Jay was the hottest. Like, Jay, he like, you know, Jay a little busy. He don't know how that'd go. You know what I mean? But took me in meetings introduced me to Foxy Brown. And it's all in the same day.
Oh, the first day?
Slick Rick.
Damn.
All them around. And we just do a record together. 50 Cent.
So you got a record with 50 Cent?
Yeah, in 99, yep.
Did it ever get released?
It never got released.
So you got a record with
I got a record with 50 Cent. And I ain't seen him. I think I seen him one time when Get Rich or Die Trying dropped, and we was all out in Puerto Rico for the DJ Summit. But he was such a huge
he was a fireball
artist, you know, so I ain't ever, I still ain't bumped into him. I don't even know if he'll probably remember it, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, wait in.
So y'all in New York, y'all looking. So now it seems like you here for an album. Yeah. You here working on the album. So what was it like? Because we never got the album.
So what it was really more so just to get the it was more so just to get in the confidence and like the swagger together. Okay. Like as a rapper. You know, I didn't have much to look at here. You know what I'm saying? Like
so now you gained some experience.
Now it's like gaining experience of this is what you about to see. So get used to this. And this moment was really key to me. All the studios looked alike in there. So I remember going to the bathroom, taking a little break, and I'm coming back in the studio. They all looked alike. So I walked through this one room and I see LES in there. So I'm looking at it like, oh, this our room right here. So I come in there, LES, talking to somebody. I'm behind the seats though. I'm behind the chair. And he like, oh, what up, boo? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be back in the room in a minute. He's like, you know Nas, right? And Nas turned around, dapped me up. Like I ain't seen him no more since then either. Nas dapped me up, and that was he had to join with Kels. Did you ever think this would be this rich? So I introducing myself like you know, I'm still happy go lucky at this time. So I'm introducing myself. Yeah, man, that's me. You know, I'm signed to Kels type. You know, okay, word, that's what's up. So, you know, I ain't immediately leave. I kind of like
laid back,
peep the scene.
What was it like in the studio?
I saw him light the blunt up. I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it in the studio. You know, I'd be sneaking smoking. Kels and wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't want to do nothing to make him be like,
No.
We don't want you around. You some bad kid that ain't, you know, we was kind of looked at like you bad when you young smoking this shit. So I'm peeping knives and got his guys there. They got the Hennessy and shit pouring. And I'm like, okay, that's how you do it.
Right.
And I peeped the swag he had. We wasn't even wearing Timbs up here at that time, right? So I see he got the Timbs on. He had this dope ass like Louis jacket.
Nas keeping raw ass jacket.
Raw shit, man. Had the fur on the hood and shit. So I remember leaving and we left the student going back to the telly and the drive like the A&R homie. He like let me know if y'all want to go, make some moves tomorrow. What you want to do? Where y'all want to go or whatever. So I like pulled him to the side. I was like, hey, that's the way you could take me to get some Timberlands and like a jacket, not like how Nas is, but something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got a spot. Took me to that spot the next day.
Get you some Timbs.
Yeah, whatever shoes I had, I threw that shit in the garbage.
Ah.
And I put the jacket and them Timbs on, and I'm like, yeah, man, I rap now. Like, that's my shit. I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't really gonna be hooping like that. I was cutting hair and shit. I ain't touching no clippers no more.
It was a
Like,
rap.
this is what I'm on.
Oh shit.
When I touched back down in Chicago, that was first for me. Like, I rap. Not a rapper, but I rap. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm finna get paid for this shit. I had to tell myself, this finna change my life. And it was real. I had real family issues too. Like my parents split up. My mom's was moving down to Tennessee, opened up her new salon, and I didn't want to leave. I'm like, nah, I can't go. And I stayed in my auntie attic, my auntie Merlin. I stayed in her upstairs, and like I'm a rap until I get me something.
Until you get you something.
Till I get something out of this. And that's the first thing put me on. That's why I've never vacationed out of my own place. That's the first thing put me on I've been on an airplane before that, you know, when I'm young with my family and stuff. But as me growing into an adult,
right,
that's what took me there. That's what got me to Miami. That's what got me to LA. That's what got me to New York. Was from this mind to that paper to this microphone.
Damn.
And I know now people can cheat the game and get to the same place rappers be by paying, but it's total different.
It's when you pay your way or study working your way.
For sure. That's why I sit out a lot of stuff now too, because I can't fathom paying $1 to get here. Like,
Well, so before, so now, you back, mentality set. I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it goes from, you from the Vegas cats to Boo and Gotti?
Now it comes to me seeing Gotti shopping his CD. He was trying to get signed, and the guy Wayne Williams who discovered R.Kelly, Gotti I seen him coming out of his office one day. I'm at the studio. I seen Gotti brother first, and we we're closer in age, so I'm like, dang, what up, Mon? We touched it up, and I ain't know if Gotti would really remember me. He was a little older than me, so when he came out, he remembered me. Remember my mom, my pa. He remember how we grew up. We played ball. He used to live across the street. They lived across the street from the Boys and Girls Club we used to go to.
Okay.
And play ball. So him and my brother, they all play. So I used to always be there with my brother,
hooping,
tagging along with him, and Gotti remembered all of that. And then right after that, I seen him again. And he asked me to buy a CD. And I ain't had the money to buy the CD, right? I ain't had nothing on me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm signed, but I ain't nothing came through yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, really? I ain't really signed yet. But I roll with him, bro. I got full range to come to the studio. But if you give it to me, I might could do something better for you.
Right.
Gotti gave me the CD, and I actually went home and listened to it. A lot of people was giving me CDs and stuff at that time, but I ain't even in the door yet. I can't.
Right. I can't take anybody with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me get in first.
Let me get in first. And I wasn't comfortable really rapping as a soloist.
Right.
Because I was so used to how me having a partner, having a sidekick. And I actually listened to it, and I was like, dang. And Gotti had songs with Cold Heart, with Do or Die, rapping for a tape. He already buzzing. Got a song on the radio. Already, I'm like, damn, you moving and you doing all this, how you do that? I ain't understand that. Like, you really doing like what Master P and them doing.
Right.
Like, and when I listened to it, I got back to the, I'm like, he rapping cool. He ain't doing like the fast flow, like
he up to date with it.
He's up to date with it. Yeah, it's a new time. He on what I'm on. So when I bring the CD, and shout out Blackie, this is R.Kelly cousin, as well as his A&R. I'm like, yo, Black, check this out. He like, who this? I'm like, this my man. It's from around the way. He like, how good is it? To get him to listen to it, I was like, good enough. I rap with him. He said, stop playing. I'm like, no, for real. Listen to it. He went through about 3-4 songs. Said, tell him to come to the studio tonight. Called Gotti, look, come to the stew.
And then from there, Boo and Gotti.
Kels gave us a beat, and we wrote our raps. He went in the corner, wrote his. I went in the corner, wrote mine. And Kels said, all right, rap it. And we did it off the paper, not recorded yet or nothing. He was like, yeah, y'all sound like a group. And that's how I go, just like that.
Damn.
Yeah. It's a little more detailed, but that's basically what it is.
That's all we need.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all we need, man. What we gonna do? What I got? What I got? Let me see, man.
And that's right at the start of TP
2000.
That was right at the start of that.
That's when y'all did the
Fiesta.
What else y'all do? That's it?
We did Fiesta. Then we did the I Wish remix. Feeling on Your Booty remix.
Oh, shit.
What remix is this?
Feeling on Your Booty.
Yeah, we was the remix killers. So now with Fiesta, the regular Fiesta, this is crazy. That leak out. And it gets on like a clue tape or something. Cause Kels, he was competitive, bro. He also sent Fiesta to Jadakiss.
Oh.
So he like, yo, whoever sound the best, you know. That was something else he was trying to put some fire up under us.
Wow.
So, you know, we looking at it like, oh yeah, Kiss finna kill this, it's over with. And he had the bigger name, and he was scorching hot too at the time.
Man.
So Kiss sent his verse back. Kels played it. We like, yeah, we probably ain't gonna make this one.
Dang. So when did y'all know y'all was on?
Nah, Kels was like, nah. He was like, Kiss killed it. I ain't gonna lie. He said, but y'all killed it too. And he was like, I'm gonna do something else with Jada later. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? More. He's like, but y'all right for this. So I'm gonna keep y'all on this one. Y'all delivered. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, for real. I'm proud y'all delivered on that joint.
Damn.
Yeah.
We gotta see. I gotta find a remix. I done played all the good stuff already. Yeah. Let me see if I can find.
Shout out to Kiss, man. I just was kicking it with Kiss and K at All Star Weekend. Yeah, I heard the verse.
You heard the Kiss verse?
Yeah, it ended up being on a Clue mixtape and everything. He killed it. You probably remember it if you pull it back up. It was a minute ago.
The Kiss Fiesta joint. Now let me get this Feeling on Your Booty joint. Cause I don't remember the remix.
And the remix didn't go like, you know, it wasn't, cause it wasn't a video, and it wasn't it didn't go you know, it wasn't a super big hit like that. But the song Feeling on Your Booty was, and that video was epic.
Let's listen.
That was an epic video shoot.
Oh, the first video.
Yeah.
You was there.
Yeah.
What was it like? Cause I saw a lot of booties.
That was epic.
Oh,
Lil Kim was in it. That's when I met. He had Red and Meth, Nelly, there. And the thing was, all of the Wu-Tang showed up, but they all didn't get in the video. But that's why I met Ghostface, Raekwon. He had Tracy McGrady showed up. Lennox Lewis, Lil Kim. She was like the main.
Yeah, Lil Kim was in the video, right?
Yeah, it was in Miami. Fat Joe.
Damn.
Man, that was a great time. Cool and Dre. And we had Miami scorching because we shot the remix of Fiesta in Miami.
Oh, so y'all was just lit that
so
whole
we was
week.
Scorching hot in Miami, yeah. And that was a shot by Little X, which was Hype Williams' protege. Yeah.
So you've been working with Heavy.
Yeah, June Ambrose. Shout out to her. She was the stylist and all that. These are people who style Jay-Z and all them now.
Yeah.
You know, I just ain't really seen a lot of them in a long time. Yeah. So I've been with all of that, yeah.
All right, so now,
for sure.
Now Boo and Gotti, R.Kelly, remix killers, turn lit. It's on fire.
Lit. On fire.
What is the like? Now, what y'all getting ready for? An album or?
Yeah, we getting in album mode, and this is when it takes a turn. We get in album mode, so it's a good side and it's a yin to the every yang. Right. So we getting in album mode, and Kels when he would prepare for tours, we were supposed to do this tour Rockefeller and Rockland.
Right.
But some way his ego couldn't really understand how big Jay-Z was. So Jay-Z wanted the same amount of money that he wanted as a headliner too. But Jay, he wasn't coming that he was better than, but he's bringing more artists with him because they got a label, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
The whole Rockefeller got to come.
The whole Rockefeller. So he's bringing something different, and you know the egotistical part of an artist, and that's what I would tell all artists that, man, you got to leave your ego at the door sometimes, man, when you collaborating with people, when you sometimes it get greater later. You can't just look at it right now. I deserve this, or I gotta be. Well, you just gotta dominate every situation. You know, that's just my take on stuff, because my ego stopped a lot of things for me. I felt I was this wasn't a big enough look for me, or this was too down, and the same things that I probably like looked over end up being successful. Some situations, you know what I mean? So that was going on. So we go out to Orlando and you're working on an album. So Kels end up gearing up for his own tour. Now he goes out on the tour. Well, he's getting ready to go out on the tour. So, you know, me and Gotti, we hype, like, yeah, cool, we finna tour, this what's up. But he like, nah, y'all ain't gonna go. Y'all gonna stay here and work on your album. Damn. Your album about to go, so y'all can have your own tour. So we kind of feel down about that, but guess what? A bunch of checks came through for the work that we done did.
So what y'all doing?
So we started getting paid for I Wish remix. The money started rolling in.
Fiesta remix.
You know, the money started rolling in. And there was some stuff we missed on Fiesta. You know, I'm gonna keep shit thorough with you.
For sure, I want it.
So, you know, we didn't have publishing and all that. So we were just getting a lot of performance fees.
Oh, okay.
You know, coming through. It's playing on the radio now. It's playing on videos. And you know what I mean?
Spinning.
We going, it's spinning. So, you know, and he was paying us for our work, for what we were doing. So 30,000 coming here, 15 there, another 30 there. So we're like, all right, cool. We good. We good. We work on the album. It's cool. Now I remember these girls, me and Gotti knew. They had called. They was in Vegas. And Kels had a show out there, or it was the night before he went to Vegas. Whatever show he had did, and they was like, "Damn, we was looking for y'all." It was 2 other dudes doing y'all part. Like what? 2 other rappers? They like, no, it was two other guys, like his hype man or something. So we're like, oh, that's Blackie and Dre.
Yeah,
they doing our verses on it. So me and Gotti, we got, like I said, we got some paper in our pocket now. Right. We fly to Vegas, pop up at the show. Like, man, what's up with that? You know what I mean? We tried to have that energy. Like, man, we finna go check this, man. Hold on, we finna go stand on business right fast. But the love, once we got in there, like the brotherly love that we all had, you know, we ain't even had that conversation right then.
Right. It was like, it's bigger than
that, and we hadn't seen him in a minute. So what we did to ourselves, what me and Gotti said to ourselves, is like, you know what, bro? We do gotta start thinking for ourselves, looking out for ourselves. We didn't have management and nothing at the time because we didn't have nothing to manage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, man, we gonna start looking out for ourselves, bro.
Right.
And Kels got a call from Jermaine Dupri because nobody had a way to contact me and Gotti. You know what I'm saying? So we had no representation like that. So Jermaine Dupri reached out to him to get a feature out of me and Gotti on his album Instructions.
Oh.
Yeah. So Kels like, I want to let y'all know, you know, Jermaine Dupri want to work with y'all.
And did that.
And that's where we got a deal from Rockland. He like, yeah, because, you know, the thing is, people in the industry, like, when people find out y'all ain't signed,
they going to come for y'all.
Yeah.
So let's get this.
Together. And so from there, we fly to Atlanta with JD and get to the studio with JD. He was super professional, man. Shout him out, man. He really a dope dude. He played the concept of the song. Me and Gotti wrote our shit and went on and, you know, did our verses. And JD went and fell asleep. We like, when he going to do his? And, you know, his engineer was like, he'll get it done.
Right.
He'll get it done, you know what I'm saying? And the driver told us, yeah, he gonna probably call y'all later to come. You know, he like to go out. He gonna probably call y'all to go out, something like that. And he hit us up, come back to the studio, get back to the studio, song done. Play it for us. He got Usher on the hook. It's called Get Some.
Oh.
Usher on the hook, and a cat that he had as an artist named Rock. Had him on this joint too. And that night he took us out we went to the the Velvet Room. And right then is where we saw Birdman and Slim.
Oh, so this how this connection
That's
happened.
how that connection come.
Damn.
See Birdman and Slim. Walked up on Birdman. I saw he kind of like noticed us. I'm telling Gotti like, yo, I think he know us, bro. We need to slide.
Right.
Say what's up. As soon as I'm going to say up, bro, no cap at all. When I walk up to go dap him up, he said, come through stunting. You know, he said my line. I'm like,
damn.
And then we had the 2-way pages there, so he gave me his contact. A couple days after that, he'd just reach out, checking on us. And Kels, I got into some trouble in Orlando, if you remember.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't really want to get into that like type shit. But he had guys in trouble, and Birdman was like, man, I should we'll fly y'all out here, bro. Y'all just come out here and check the city out, see what's up.
Right. He was talking about to New Orleans.
To New Orleans. Flew us to New Orleans. Got to New Orleans. We hung out one day. Next day, like, meet me at the office. We get to the office, and he like had 2 big tour buses. He like, yo, we about to go to Miami, work on this soundtrack. I don't want y'all to leave until y'all sign. So what y'all want?
Hold on, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, damn. Birdman say, hold on.
Yeah.
We ain't leave. Y'all just can't leave without signing.
Yeah,
Shit.
he said, I really want y'all to sign, bro. Y'all need the, you know, he was really he didn't need us. Don't get that twisted. But he knew we had some momentum.
Yeah.
And he was like, the song, he said, the I Wish song. He said, that's what I got these tats in my face for. And all his peoples around him was like, bro, do you know we just came from a Mac 10 video shoot, and we rode on the bus from Vegas to New Orleans, and he played that I Wish back to back to back. And as I got to know him, when he like a song, that's what he do. He don't even let the verses finish. He'll get through probably the first verse, keep replaying that. Yeah,
he be feeling that shit.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Then he was like, you know, opening up by many people he lost, his mother, father, brothers, sisters. You know, he lost a lot of people. So
much.
That really hit him.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Wayne said that too. Once I met Wayne too, he was saying the same thing. That I Wish remix, bro. That was the shit. That was it. Yeah. And that's how the Cash Money thing came about.
Look, man, listen, just for that, just for Birdman doing what he do and how he do it, we gonna bring it back to. We gonna bring it back to, man, right here only on iLLANOiZE Radio, man. Y'all don't go nowhere, man. Stay turned up with us, man. Let's get it.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty starting riots right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. And every single week, you come and you watch these great interviews, and you still ain't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on too.
Only iLLANOiZE Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing that you didn't seen or heard or ever know about since crack cocaine. Most epic since the dinosaur. The craziest thing since the apocalypse, Tupacalypse, all that. And we still got my dog Boo in the building. Listen, we didn't. This is probably gonna go down as probably one of the longest interviews in iLLANOiZE history. It's so much. Like I say, y'all, he has a lot of history to him. It's a lot of things I want to know. It's a lot of things the people want to know.
Sure.
And you know, we done talked about, you know, your hooping, how you met Kels, you know, learning the business with Kels, you know, having 2 songs with Hov.
Yeah,
you got 2 songs with Hov, not 1, but 2 joints with him. You feel me? The bag is coming in. You feel me?
Yeah,
things are going. You know, you meet Birdman. Y'all slide to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And do you and Kels still got a good relationship? Y'all
yeah,
still
we
cool?
was good. Yeah. Once we was out there with Cash Money. You know, man, Gotti, we real ones. So we came back and we was like, we let Kels know. We pulled up on him at the gym.
Okay.
Like, look, man, Cash Money, they talking right. They believe in us. They rocking with us. What you think? You know, and he was like, nah, I respect y'all for even telling me. And he was like, I would never hold y'all back. And they could probably do a lot more than I can as y'all being, you know, like as a rap group and how successful they are already. Like, man, y'all got my blessing. Damn. And then so when we linked them.
So he ain't hold y'all in no contract,
none of
that.
Nothing. No.
Shout out to Kels.
All he did was the songs that we already had. Birdman and Slim, they were such players about it. The situation is like, you know, we didn't have to do our whole project didn't have to be produced by Manny Fresh, like most of the Cash Money projects was. And they was at a place where they was opening up to doing work with other people too.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, some of them, whatever songs y'all got with him that we rock with, we you know, keep them for y'all album.
Right.
You know, Kels, we paid him out the budget for the songs we had. A song called Dear Ghetto. And I think that's the only one we kept for our album that had him in there. Then they was like, what other producers y'all want to work with? So that's when Kanye was on this come up. So and Kanye was living in Jersey at the time. Right. He was on the East Coast. So we like, yeah, we definitely want to get it in with Kanye.
So that's how Mickey Hosty kind of came.
Yeah, they already had Mickey on their own. But Mickey's whole demo was produced by Kanye.
Right. So that's
Yeah.
already with somebody.
So we got it in with Kanye. He did like 3 tracks, and I think we kept 2 of them
Okay.
on our Perfect Timing album.
So when was the last time you ever spoke to Kels? Well,
A
anytime
week before he got bumped.
a week before you got bumped, so the relationship was still solid.
Yeah, it was never. I don't really have that like with. We've had like any fallouts I had with an artist, and the only artist I've been where it's like been a family vibe was Kels and Cash Money.
Right.
So it never been like no personal. Like it might be some you was late at the studio,
Right.
or didn't show up to something type of. You get a little distance. That you'll feel the little disappointment, but it was never nothing. I never had no serious situations and nobody that I was in. No situations that I was in. So even with with Cash, everything we was all able to talk about things.
Right.
So things that like say with when me and Gotti felt we should have went on tour.
Right. Y'all
We went and
spoke.
talked about
Right,
it.
right.
When our album released with Cash Money, it didn't do well the first week. And we was a little, and we just had to have a talk. And, Slim and Baby gave us some, they was like, Juveniles didn't do well the first week.
Right.
But your album out, we could re-release it. We can, it's different ways. Just stick it out.
Right. Well, so after that, take us to like, because it wasn't no more music coming out from you guys.
So right before that, the way we always kept relationships good is that me and Gotti tried to always say, for ourselves, we wasn't like, we didn't always. We enjoyed what we was doing. Like,
Right.
we knew this was a blessing to get out the city and to meet and rub the shoulders we was rubbing, rubbing with, what I'm saying, Paul's people we rubbing shoulders with at the time. It's like, man, we still like, hey, Birdman, you need to, Kel's working on something. Y'all need to work together.
Right. So y'all putting that
we
to-
solidifying all those plays, yeah.
Also, y'all the reason why Kels
Yeah.
and you
We introduced them.
with a gangster.
Yeah,
girl,
we
wanna-
introduced them.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have music with each other before. They had never met before.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So we always do shit like that.
So that was kind of like
Somebody,
getting prepared,
yeah.
like bringing R.Kelly in on the second album.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That was that. So that's what we always stayed in good grace with people because we knew we didn't want to do. And I still do that to this day. I might know a promoter that know a promoter who up the band. Yo, we trying to get Wayne for a show. I'm gonna try to make it happen.
Right.
Even if I ain't speaking to him, not speaking to him in a bad way, but just I'm always solidify that. So that's why I always try to keep my and then that's just the kind of individual I am. I want to always try to connect with you if I can help you get paid. If I can solidify myself some kind of way with that, but I don't go in the selfish mode with it. I try to do that for bigger situations to say like at least getting the credit. Yo, I connected that.
Right. So now Cash Money, Boo and Gotti, Cash Money. Chicago is in New Orleans. New Orleans is in Chicago. We lit. We moving. Now not only did you go from one of the most greatest R&B singers, songwriter, performers that our generation has seen outside of the Michael Jacksons and whatnot. You go from that to the Cash Money Millionaires. And you in the Cash Money Millionaire era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they riding spinners. You got the number one stunner.
Yeah.
He's stunner.
For
he
real.
ain't even baby.
For real.
He's stunner.
Stunner.
Baby B. Brian and Bubba.
Beatrice. You hear me? He wasn't even saying Birdman yet.
Yeah, nah.
Not yet. He
Nah.
was getting ready to get to it though.
But he was stunner.
He was stunner.
The number one.
The number one.
And what is it like? Because now you in New Orleans. And what is that like for the first time going down there?
Super love. They was all open arms to us from everybody, man. From the guys that's just, that's baby good friends, his homies. And I'm always shout out, rest in peace, Killer Stone, my big brother Busy.
I hear a lot
Tonto,
about Killer Stone.
Cito and Wop, Black. These just the day-to-day people. Got the OG Joe, that's Slim right here, man. Quasi, that's Fresh right here, man. So it was family vibes.
Right.
Family.
Damn.
Family.
You was down there.
Yeah.
So like what was because it's just Wayne at that time. Everybody else is pretty much
everybody
gone.
else is pretty much gone. But he got major figures, so that's Gilly.
Right.
Shout out Gilly the Kid, Gilly the King.
Yeah.
I want to say my bad.
So now you there.
Mickey,
Mickey.
TQ,
Okay. I'm a
Stone.
stunner.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna change it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Black and Stone. Mac 10, but he wasn't in New Orleans a lot. He was on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah, you know, Mac 10 probably, he low rided up in Cali with his homies. So you down there, it's a new Cash Money, but y'all turn, everybody's lit, you know, and Wayne is becoming who he's become.
Yeah.
And you're working with that, and, you know, we don't get no more Gotti music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so what was that like, you know, you and Gotti trying to find y'all way, working toward the second album. And like what is it? What was the atmosphere like preparing for the second album?
Right. So when the first album came out, we just kind of went on to the next thing. It was the next project. I think Birdman, his solo project was going. So we all worked together. You know, that's how they out seeing how he worked the budgets. When the budget open, everybody recording on that.
Right.
So we ain't like really talk about our album too much. Like, so we went on to that. And just we started working on Birdman album. So we just around, you know, we doing shows and stuff like that. So I started seeing that it wasn't no budget for a Gotti second album. You know. But in that same time, I'm in Atlanta and Wayne had hit me up. He was in the studio and he was like, man, you know, pull up. I'm doing this mixtape with Drama. So when I pull up, he was working on the dedication installments. It was the first dedication. Yep. So when I get there, and he was going through something different because when I met him, you know, he had squad up with him. Right. And they had their differences separated. So when I meet him at the stew, he had a Mac Main, Currency, Trill Real, Marley and Capo. We all was, you know, so that's who's in the studio. So Currency and Mac, they rapping. And
man, I forgot about Currency.
Yeah. So Wayne got a beat. I think if I remember, it was the Young Bloods beat. I smoked, I drank. And he was like, boo, catch that last verse. And I caught the last verse on that. And I'm like, okay, cool, that, you know what I'm saying? And about a couple weeks after that, maybe a week after that, Wayne hit me up like, he did one of the most humblest things. He had like sent me a text and was like, I appreciate that verse, bro. I'm like, what you appreciate something from me? Like, you do. You the one, you know? But that was just showing the type of person he is. And his manager, Tez, at the time, Tez had called me. He was like, Wayne about to do this XM radio, some type of tour. And we want you to come. And I remember he pulled the bus. I'm like, when? He like, shit, we finna leave today.
Damn.
And he pulled the bus up at my crib.
In the city?
Yeah, no, in Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta at the time. So so right then, we on the road. Wayne, and I remember being on the first show. I'm kind of chilling in the cut. Mac like, come get on the stage. And, you know, I was more visible then, so I got a little reaction from the crowd. Right. So after that, Wayne like, yo, we gotta get Boo a mic too. You know what I'm saying? Then he had to talk with Birdman. He called Stunner and was like, yo, I rock with Boo, man. I want him to roll with me. So I just immediately started focusing on that. And I was learning a lot from him at the time. Right. Like how the mixtape structure was. You know, that you didn't have to do a structured hook, 16 bars. You could just do it how you want to, you know. Flow. So I got more engulfed in that and seeing how that, Wayne about to take off. Like, ain't nobody rocking with him. When it comes to it, he killing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right.
So at the time, it's like this is the end of Boo and Gotti.
In a way, yeah. And, you know, and it was funny, me and Gotti so close, we never really had the conversation, like, what we gonna do. And then, you know, I even, being in the group tough, bro. Right. I can't lie to you because you can't always think for yourself. You know, you gotta think about, do somebody else like this as well? You know what I'm saying? So if I'm late, that make us both late. Right. If he late, vice versa. And there was a lot of things I started like not wanting to do. You know, meaning I was getting a lot more confident in my writing. Okay. And doing songs the way I wanted to do them.
Okay. And now you going into your own artist.
Yeah. And I was trying to see how did that feel for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Now I didn't really know how to have the conversation.
All that schooling you done got is ready to come out.
Now I'm ready to use. Now I'm ready to put this to use.
For sure.
And I started loving the stew. You know, I started loving being in the stew.
So now this is home. This is where I want to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Listen, Listen, I got some songs. I gotta get these songs off, man. Listen, we gonna get into some big timers. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And then we gonna get into Ain't It Man, right here, only on iLLANOiZE Radio. Look, man, you know we gonna come back. We gonna come back. Look, y'all don't go nowhere. We gonna be right back after these 2 songs. We coming right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. iLLANOiZE Radio.
Man, that's love, man. You know the history for real, man.
Come on.
It be people that kick it with me, man. They don't be knowing all.
Listen.
For real,
listen,
man.
I'm
That's
gonna tell you.
appreciative, bro. I appreciate that.
When I saw, I think I saw you like something of ours, and I was like, oh shit, we made it. look,
Damn, man,
look,
that's
boo.
what's happening,
Listen, I grew up on it. Like this is
Nah,
my
genuine.
timeline.
No, I appreciate that.
This is way before the internet.
Nah, you know, people act like they're too good to tell you that.
Nah, this is way before.
And there
the
be people
internet.
you actually know.
Like, and then it's like you from where I'm from, like Chicago,
Yeah.
not even just the West
Yeah.
Side. You from where I'm from. When I'm watching your videos, I'm seeing places that I know, and I've seen crossing, driving up and down in the
Yeah.
backseat of somebody's car.
Yeah.
I'm seeing these places, and y'all representing it. Y'all wear y'all clothes. The Ain't It Man video, how y'all wearing y'all clothes, and
Nah,
you see the
yeah.
CTA buses.
Yeah.
This is a representation
Nah, that's what's up, man.
of us. Like,
You know,
This is-
some people look at that like, yo, that's old. What you doing now?
nah.
Type. And
Nah,
that's a
you
mentality I would always kind of be in, like not trying to be stuck in the past.
Because you got
but
there.
what's going now?
The-
Yeah.
The work you put in is different than the work they put in now.
There you go.
Like, couldn't nobody now do the work that you did then now. You know what I'm saying? You hear it in the music.
Yeah.
It's
No
fit-
internet.
You know what I'm saying? No internet.
No cheat code. No Instagram.
You ain't
Nothing
going
to hide behind being cool. So all your flaws and your mess ups is right there.
in your face.
You had to be right there ready.
And you stay ready. And I'm going to give you, I got a nickname for you. I call you Sneaky 16.
For sure.
I call you Sneaky 16 because it's songs I be listening to, and I don't even. Sometimes they don't even give your credit name on
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
And then you just
Yeah.
here you come
Yeah,
on.
you hit me on that, yeah.
And we gonna get into that because you
Yeah.
got a famous Sneaky
I do.
16.
I do.
And don't
Yeah.
nobody give you your credit
They
for
don't.
your 16 on this
Yeah.
song, but
For
it
sure.
started a big beef down south.
It did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my shit
Listen,
though.
We gonna give you your shit
No,
on
for
here.
sure. That's love.
On the real. Listen.
Nah, for sure.
Listen, y'all don't go nowhere. Like I said, man, we here. I got him as long as I can. He ain't tell me, hey, wrap this shit up yet.
Yeah.
So until he tell me, we gonna get through these songs and we gonna get y'all everything y'all need from this interview, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. Like I said, I got some songs, man. We gonna get y'all on y'all game right here,
sure.
only on iLLANOiZE Radio.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty starting riots right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. And every single week, you come and you watch these great interviews, and you still ain't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on too.
It's the one and only iLLANOiZE Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing to hit the street sets, crack, cocaine, and we still got my dog Boo up in the building. Yeah, man. All right, so now you know we done brought y'all up to the Cash Money time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Show that.
Now Wayne is being Wayne. He's going crazy on
Everything.
everything. This is dedication Wayne. This is my favorite
Yeah.
Wayne. Dedication 1,
Yeah.
dedication 2.
Yeah.
Carter 1, Carter 2 Wayne.
Yeah.
Those my favorite Waynes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was
This
in the
is
zone
This
then.
this is a
For
different
real.
Wayne. And you right there.
We was killing shit. All them this is how we do. Man, we was killing all that.
You was in your bag.
What
was it?
crazy.
What was this like? Because to be honest, like this to me is the era of hip hop or rap music. You know, people like, to me, like everybody get it. It's MTV Cribs,
Yeah.
Pimp My Ride.
Mm-hmm.
This the fly shit. The
It
spinners
is,
is on
yeah.
everything.
It is. Yeah.
Y'all all over the mixtapes. 106 in Park. It's crazy mayhem when y'all go out. Cash Money Millionaires.
Yeah. The South, what I saw is how the South was making a stamp.
Yeah.
They was making a stamp. Like it was, man, being in Atlanta at the time was the most beautiful thing,
Oh, she
bro.
got
I'm
T.I.
like,
This-
Tip coming.
Tip coming.
You already got Luda.
Luda already
You
up,
already
up.
got Luda.
Then you got Pastor Troy.
Titty Boy, that was my dog.
Oh,
That's Tip before 2
2
Chainz.
Chainz.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
Hammers,
all of them
Jammers,
would be
that was my
when we get to the studio in Patchwork Studios, and we'd be there in the city, and when they know when Cash Money there, Baby and Slim in the stew, everybody you can name was pulling up. Out of T.I. in there, Usher, Escape, Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy, one of the hardest.
Yeah, he actually did. He did production on Me and Gotti album as well. Jazzy Faye, Jeezy. Actually, we took Jeezy, introduced him to
Baby.
To Baby. Yeah.
So that's how.
It's in his new book, Adversity for Sale.
No, so you in there.
Yeah.
How did the relationship with you and Jeezy start?
On Thanksgiving, it had to be like in maybe like 04.
Mm-hmm.
We got asked to do a show. Got booked to do a show in Macon, Georgia.
His hometown.
Mm-hmm. Got there. He was the opening act. But when we arrived, we like all came in around the same time. And Jeezy was like, "What up, bro?" He was like, "What's happening?" Real humble. And I wasn't really familiar. Me being from Chicago, I wasn't that familiar with him yet.
Right.
But I saw him. We rocked his show. We rocked ours. We stayed. It was much respect. And probably about a little bit after that, about 8 months after that, something like that, I'm in Magic City.
Mm-hmm.
And I see all these black shirts coming there.
Uh-huh.
Black shirts and diamonds. That's all you saw. And money. And it was Big Meech, Jeezy. Jeezy had that mixtape, The Streets Is Watching.
Damn.
So he in there, bro. I mean, they letting it go.
You and that's like,
I'm like, and he's saying all his records. I'm like, that's homie.
Yeah.
And they playing the Air Force Ones joint. They playing all them joints.
So this is out before.
This after, but it's like, he like reinvented himself or something.
No, so before we get there, because, I don't think a lot of people know that's you on the So Icy.
Yeah.
On the So Icy song.
Yeah.
So this is.
So that happens. So Icy happens from me bumping into Jeezy at Magic City.
Magic City.
So
that night after they throwing it.
That night they throwing it.
Okay.
Now everybody leaving out the club, they getting everybody, all the like just, they clearing the club out. They let everybody get up out of there. So how you just be waiting around till it clear out a little bit. So as we clean it out, I really don't know if he'll even really remember me.
Right.
Just so happened, man, we leaving out. We kind of like leaving out at the same time. Jeezy, look, boy, what up, bro? Man, look, take my number, bro. I got a deal now. I got 2 deals, actually.
Damn.
He's like, I'm going to be at the studio tomorrow, man. Come on, rock with me. He called me the next day. Met him, we went out to eat, and we went to Patchwork. Get to Patchwork, somebody come there like, yo, the runners come in there like, yo, somebody here to see you. Some guy, Gucci Mane. And it was him and Zaytoven. Now, I didn't know who Gucci was at the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Him and Zaytoven was together, getting the stew. And Gucci was, man, he really was he was really adamant about what he wanted, and he was giving Jeezy a lot of love. He was telling Jeezy, like, boy, you got $1 million mouthpiece. You that next one. Like, he was honest. He had this charisma about him. He was funny. He was just raw in who he was. Right. And he was doing, he was like, man, I'm one of them, man. He was doing acapella raps. And he had did this one acapella joint, and Jeezy's like, oh, this is hard.
Damn.
And from there, he was like, hey, man, I got this song, man. He was singing the hook and everything, the icy hook.
Jeezy?
Yeah, no, Gucci.
Gucci.
Because Jeezy was just in there working on, he had his budget going. And right. He was just working on stuff. So he was just working on stuff at the time, So Jeezy's like, man, I got this. Gucci, like, I got this song, man. He's saying the hook or whatever. And this dude named Lil Will in there that actually knew how to sing. Right. And I didn't know that he did all these backgrounds and stuff for Outkast. So I'm like, okay, that's why Jeezy got him in the studio. Okay. And at the time, Coach K, which is on QC and P. Yeah, Coach K was managing Jeezy at the time. Right. So Coach, super, super real and super good dude. Salute him. He just had everybody in there. We just like working and just vibing really. Right. And Gucci was saying the hook, and Will started singing it, and G's like, throw it on, come on, let's go. So now everybody in there got the and I saw a podcast where Zaytoven was talking about this, but everybody got this wasn't no phone right then. It's pen and pad, right. Son. But I got to a point at that time I wasn't even rocking with the pen and pad. No.
Oh, so you going off the top?
Yeah, muscle memory, remembering my joint,
Oh, you in Super Saiyan mode,
yeah,
right
because everybody I was around, they wasn't using the paper. Kels wasn't using the paper. Jay, got around Ja Rule, he wasn't using. Dwayne stopped. So it's like, oh, okay, this. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you gotta, you don't gotta not do that. You know what I'm saying?
This is a certain type of level.
This is a certain type of level.
Your artistry.
Yeah, your artistry. And I think it help you better when you performing live. Because you ain't gonna have paper in your hand when you performing.
Right.
And then sometimes when you just doing it like that from straight off the top in a sense, or it's really remembering.
Right.
Just repeating it over in your mind and remembering or just without the paper. Now you gotta go off of your aura too.
Right.
You gotta go off of how you saying something, the way you pronouncing something, how you coming with it. You know what I'm saying? Versus just reading something. You can kind of tell when somebody reading, right?
Right.
If I was reading something versus me just talking, it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. So now we got the song out, Gucci song out. It's icy, so icy everywhere.
Yeah.
Jeezy turned Gucci coming right behind him.
Yeah. So so now when we getting the verses together, at the time I ain't even think Gucci knew me.
Right.
It's because he ain't really talk that much in the stew, you know what I'm saying? And while everybody vibing to the beat, he happened to tap me, say, hey, bro, I know he is. I know he is, bro. What did it take to get you on this song? And I'm like, whatever you want to give me, it is what it is, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. Like, no, just tell me what you want, man.
Oh, it's Gucci telling
It's Gucci. He said, tell me what you want. And I'm like, I ain't want to turn him off, but I ain't want to be counting his pockets neither.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just give me a stack or something. I ain't think it was going to be
like,
what it was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, just give me a stack. He's like, cool. So I'm going to tell my CEO, you want 2 stacks, so I can give me a stack. He was a player like that, real funny. And I ain't seen Gucci in a while, and I love to see go out. That was my man, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, his dude, HB came to the stew, and he pulled me to the side, broke me off the little G-ball, you know what I'm saying? And I was ready to do the rap, you know what I'm saying? But I knew it was like on Jeezy's session, so I can't go first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just
fall back.
And then it's his song, so I'm going to just go last, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like that. And
damn.
That's how that really went. So I think all what got misconstrued, I think now Gucci started working that record.
Right.
In Atlanta. Going to the strip clubs, putting the work in with that. You know what I'm saying? So once it when it caught momentum, I don't think Jeezy had a lot of radio play at the time.
Right.
So people was trying to, he had the streets, so people was trying to get that song up off of Gucci. And Gucci wasn't selling it. He was staying down with it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't selling it. So now, by him doing that, I believe that it was more the clearance fee. So for Jeezy to stay on it, he had to get cleared through Def Jam.
Right.
So if Def Jam trying to get money for him, I guess, Jeezy probably wasn't saying like, I'm straight. I ain't gonna charge him for that. So Gucci coming straight out the street, he look at it like, damn, bro, I gotta pay you now, kind of. And I think that's where the miscommunication went.
All over politics with the corporations and label, and it wasn't personally Jeezy.
So I knew Jeezy first, met Gucci at that time. So for me, it was just, I'm on the road moving around, so it was just fall back. Now the song catching fire.
And now it started with beef.
The time when me and Gucci had numbers, so he had a Metro phone number. So I know this number had changed, so it was no way to get really in contact with me. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't tripping on that, but I salute him, and I appreciate that I'm still on the album, Trap House.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So now,
and that's the biggest thing you always want to do. Even if your visibility not on there, but as long as you getting your credit and your publishing, that's the most important part. That's how you get paid.
I know we was all glued into verses when Gucci versus Jeezy. Well, being that you was in the beginning of that whole situation, and seeing what happened and whatnot, but also to see like, damn, they in the same room together, on the same stage together, and this is our first time in over 20 years seeing them performing this song. Yeah, what was that like for you? Like, damn,
wishing I was there. Like, damn, that was a moment there.
Yeah,
and I feel the way both of them played it was good. Gucci had a lot of aggression, and I could kind of feel where Gucci stood at then. He was the underdog person, so. If you like Jeezy, you couldn't like Gucci. Right. That's how people was treating the situation.
Like Tupac and Biggie shit.
Yeah, so so Gucci like shit. I'm gonna grab the other underdogs, the other.
Right.
If I'm looked at it, y'all think I'm a knucklehead or something. I'm finna get all the knuckleheads and like business. So his fight was a little tougher. So I think he had things to get off his chest, which he got it off.
Right.
And Jeezy was a super evolved man. I rock with Jeezy so much how he done evolved. And he never been like a drama type,
Right.
you know, that kind of dude. He always laid back on his money and just a real dude. But the lane he took,
Right.
I salute that, because that was more powerful than everything.
All right, so now let's talk about the, you know what I'm saying, because I know we getting pressed for time now.
Yeah,
I don't want to,
it's all good.
you know,
I enjoy being here though. So
no.
you know.
I appreciate it. I
For
appreciate
sure.
it. I feel like I done asked a lot of questions.
I appreciate
I'm gonna
it
leave
too.
some questions on the table for the other stations and radio shows and podcasts to ask.
It's all good.
But you know, now, you know, the song is busting. You're still on the road. You're still Cash Money rolling with Wayne.
Mhm.
Wayne is out of here.
Out of
A milli
yeah,
busting.
sold $1 million a week.
Yeah, you was there for that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like we jump on the bus. You sold $1 million. Woo. Oh, that's cool. What time we going to the studio though?
Going back in there, you do it again.
Never get hot. Never get too hot. Never get too low.
On the real. What was the times like? Because I know y'all did the Cash Money album. Now y'all got Nicki.
Mm-hmm.
Get Drake.
Nah, when that started coming around, I start, you know, cause I'm from Chicago, so I was sometimes I would feel like I'm the outsider.
Right.
I gotta kind of think for me,
Right.
you know, and I think that's where my stint with Young Money was a bit different, because I had to really realize, like, you know, next to Wayne, I always say if we was two basketball players, he Kobe, I'm AI.
Right.
Kobe gonna be in that lab.
Yeah.
Wayne gonna be in that lab.
AI.
I'm AI. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up and do my damn thing.
Right.
Ain't no stretching. Ain't no lot of practice.
Right. You know what I do.
You know what I do. I'm still get 50.
Practice.
And then it ain't like, oh, you know, I ain't in competition with him like that.
Right.
You my dog. Shit, I'm sparring right with you.
Right.
Not saying that, you know, I'm a better
But I can go there.
lyricist, but I'm here for some reason.
Yeah.
I walked in here when I met you.
Right.
I got 2 joints with Jay under my belt.
Yeah, I'm here already. I'm here.
Kills. I got plenty big dogs rolling with me. I went from the what you call it, like Kevin Garnett. I went straight to the league from high school.
Right. I drafted straight to
You
the
dig
pros.
what I'm saying? So, you know, Wayne's everyday structure and discipline, that's what make him the best rapper and the greatest, because he's rapping more than everybody.
Right. He's
He's
always
putting in the most work, yeah, and that's why I give him that. And, you know, a lot of times I was trying to think of, like, you know, and I was loving, like, when I'm around Birdman, like, I want to be a businessman, though.
Right.
I learned that from my pops. So I'm starting to understand how to connect people to do joints and to connect. You know, eventually I want to do this, because at Birdman one day we popping some Cristal. He like, man, get you a record label, bro. Get your own shit. So I started trying my own shit, Mob Boss Entertainment. You know, get my little crew around. I wanted my own thing. So I'll be thinking like that, but you can't think like that on somebody else's shit.
Right.
And I ain't really understand that concept then, but I understand it a lot now. And I think that was with my stint. So when Nicki and Drake was coming around, they was on fire, and I started like I took like this this company out of Atlanta called 404 Music. They did a distribution with Koch, and they offered me a 50-50 joint venture for my Mob Boss imprint. You know, so my plan was, if I could have Wayne come in there and say that he gonna executive produce my project,
Right.
y'all gonna have to give him like $1 million just for that.
Right.
And then that'll help me help y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't have a conversation the right way with him, so he looked at it like I'm kind of trying to do my own thing. So I took that level, and when I seen Young Money just taking off, I had to really, I can't be coming knocking on the door now.
Right.
What's up, man? Let me back in. It wasn't like he's like, nah, I ain't rocking with you or nothing.
Right.
I just had to watch them ball from the sideline.
Right. So what was that like for you at a time where you like, dang, this is my team, but at the same time,
I gotta stay right here, because that goes with ego and pride.
Right.
And it would have been nothing for me to pick up the phone and just, what's up, bro? Everything cool? But I always knew that we was in a tough spot, because I was a real brother.
Right.
I took a real brotherhood approach to, you know, our relationship.
Right.
And so it wasn't always about just me being at your record label or signed to you. And I really didn't want to sign to an artist no more neither.
Right, because you understood.
Because I've always been signed to artists in a sense. So I was just really stuck right at that. And then Wayne had got locked up when he came home from jail. He had reached out to me. And it was like everything had just, a mutual person he saw, and he was like, yo, a mutual person we knew he saw and was like, yo, call Boo.
Right.
And she reached out to me, yo, is it cool if I get Wayne your number? I didn't know I'm like, Wayne who? She like, Lil Wayne, I'm in his crib. I'm like, what? And then we went to the Super Bowl in Dallas.
You was down there, was that Falcons and Panthers?
I can't even remember who went that one. We had a ball though.
Okay.
We went to the Super Bowl in Dallas, and from there we went to Hawaii. We on the road now. And then he started working on we worked on another dedication 4. He was working on that, and what else? I started working on I'm Not a Human Being Part 2. And that's where the song Curtains that I'm on. That was the last album placement I've been on. That was in 2013.
For sure.
Yeah.
Look, man.
You did.
Look, let me see. Let me get all right, so I got a few more minutes. I got a few more minutes.
You got it.
So look, right, we're gonna go to break. We're gonna play one song, we're gonna go to break, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna come right back after this break, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. I got Boo. We here. Don't go nowhere. I got y'all. For sure.
You dig.
Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
Listen, iLLANOiZE Radio, it's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing that hit the street since crack cocaine. We got Boo in the building still with us. I'm finna get him up out of here though. Man, we didn't told y'all the beginning, the middle, and now we here, man. You know, Cash Money is going one direction, Young Money is going one direction, and you starting to find a new direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now you in Atlanta still at this time?
I was in Miami at this time.
Now you in Miami. It's a lot. It's a lot in the Miami out here.
That's where the headquarters went to after Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
They set up shop. But Wayne had been already moved. Man, he was doing so many shows in Florida.
Right.
So it was like, man,
ain't no point of even going nowhere else. So what was it? So now, what was? I know you said your pops was in the business.
My mom and pops, they owned a beauty salon and a barbershop. So my dad had a barber school too.
So now you know the business. You was born into business, but now watching Birdman, you really like, I want to be a businessman, start your own label, do your own thing. And you know, now you in your own, going your own lane, creating your own path.
Yeah.
So now what's the focus at this point for you?
So at the point was really, music just shifted.
Right.
Streaming came along. It wasn't budgets open no more, so I didn't really understand that, and just not having that 100% backing,
right,
that I really needed, and I was like, damn, man. So remember it was the World Star, ever came around, and I remember I shot this video, and people like put it on World Star, and I didn't know that it cost to put it on World Star,
right,
and I'm like, yeah, it costs. So how much? This ain't like it's a radio station. It's I ain't really understand the power of the internet, but like, yeah, it's about 3,000. It's like 3,000. I'm like, hold on, 3,000 for a video and it's hundreds of other videos on here.
Right.
So I'm like, man, what's the luck in that? And I started looking and say, damn, everybody rap now.
Damn.
And I remember when there was a point when I walk in a room and if it's 20 people in here, I might be the only one that rap, or maybe two people. Nah, it's 18 out of the 20.
Damn.
So I'm like, dang. So I'm like, And I'm like, you don't get BDS pants for this? Like, I don't know. So talked to my pops one day and saw this storefront. And the dude was like, man, I want $12.50 a month. So give me like $3,300, first, security deposit and so I took the $3,300. I spent it on the storefront for the store.
So this is the first flea.
Yeah.
This is what time we at right now?
This is about 2016.
Okay.
So I called my broski, Jim Shoe. He was selling the shoes out the crib.
Okay.
And we
so this is, how long have y'all been knowing each other?
Since 9 years old.
Okay.
Our brothers introduced us. So we both 4 years younger than our brothers.
Okay.
So when they going to college, we going to high school.
Okay.
So we made like our own pact. Like, we brothers. We gonna hold each other down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sure. So that was our thing. And when on my music journey, while he was in college, he went to Savannah State, HBCU. And when I moved to Atlanta, that was like 4 hours from Atlanta. So a lot of the R.Kelly stuff he wasn't around for. He had like missed video shoots.
But he ran for the Cash Money.
So he ran for the Cash Money stuff, and he supported me 100. You know what I'm saying? We'd be places. I'd tell people, oh, this is my manager. so they couldn't get my direct number, but
They got
get him the
his.
number, and
He got to handle the
handle
business.
that. And we was working on. We always was like that.
Right.
We cut hair. Same time, we always was just trying to have our own and not really work for nobody.
Right.
That was our thing. And when he was like selling the shoes, I'm like, yeah, you was there with me, so I gotta be
That for you.
there for you. But let's do a store though.
Right.
That was my idea. Like, let's
Can't
do
be
it
doing it at the house.
Yeah, let's do it a store so that they respect what it is.
Right.
Niggas ain't gonna want to pay us.
What we
Or
want.
pay, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a stuff. So I called him like, yo, I got something to show you. Pulled up, Laramie and Harrison, man, right next to the alley. It was, hole in the wall spot.
Right.
But pulled up, I threw the keys at him like, look, we got a stove.
Damn.
And, he smiled, a lot of people saw it as, it ain't really all that, but I'm like, yo, like he said, it was ours.
Yeah.
It
What was that
ours.
feeling like for you to give your man? It's like this is
Yeah.
9 years old. Like this is
Yeah.
my brother.
Mhm.
Like we
It
here.
was like I felt that's the best role I could play because I was trying to find what I was gonna do.
Right.
And to be real, when I started seeing, like when I came back to the crib just for the family support, like you know what I'm saying, and I would be around a lot of the homies we grew up with, and like everybody was kind of wrapped into something, that was illegal.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't play myself out the street. Like
Yeah.
I done
I didn't
rap and
accomplish too
been what I
much.
done been, yeah. So I got to go the legal way.
Right.
And I saw Broski, he trying to go the legal way too. You know what I'm saying? So that was the lane, like okay, cool. This is what I gotta rock with. For me to get, for me to get where I need to get to.
This what I got.
This what I gotta do. And
Yeah.
that's what it was. Like, this is gonna make sense.
Right.
We didn't have a name or none of that. So I'm like, yo, you just worry about the shoes. I'm gonna come up with a name.
How did you come up
and a
with
logo?
like
Honestly, some kids, it was something I had on, man. I think at the time Wayne had truck fit stuff. And I was getting flooded with all of the gear.
right?
And I had it on, and the kid like, man, that's flea as hell. Said something like that. And I just kept hearing that word.
Right.
And I'm like, this was gonna resonate. And the thing was, like, I knew our age group, we not like with super young now.
Right. But we ain't super
But
old.
we ain't super old, but this is a way to resonate
We're both
to the young generation and to the street,
right.
in a sense, because this is the culture. This is the lingo
Right.
of what we saying from out west. So we want to be a staple from out west. If we that's what we starting at. It got to be something that's genuine, that's original, and I learned that from my music. Understanding, like, you gotta be authentic.
Right.
And it gotta, that's what I knew about, you know what I'm saying? Just being authentic, and it gotta be some stick that people can like relate to. You know what I'm saying? And we was in the hood. We in the ghetto. That's all we could afford.
Yeah, I know y'all was right in the hood.
So we gotta relate to them some kind of way. You know
So-
what I'm saying?
So what was it like having that type of like a store right there in the hood, and just being right there, like you
That
right
was
there.
hard. That was the toughest time because we didn't know nothing. Me and him never worked a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
Like how
We
did
never
business
knew.
really go?
And then just being there on time, and
Having to do it every day.
having to do it every day. Days when you're not making no sales.
Right.
Days when we gotta, ask for a lot of favors. We used to have a homie, man, God rest his soul, my man Kenny. I remember he would he was a collector, and we would just use some of his shoes just as to put as displays.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Just to have them up there.
Just to have it up there to make it look like something.
Y'all look like
You know,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to go through all that. We really did never, to this day, still never had a shoe account, no clothing account. So we would have to go and camp out.
So y'all going to buy the shoes yourselves and just bringing them
or
back.
people, family members or something to help. Sometimes find some hype. Say, man, you want to stand in line you want to camp out, get them a few dollars.
Sit in the,
Couple store managers, got to buy them a coffee and some lunch or
Right.
tip them a few dollars. So we still never paying retail because we
Right.
got to do all that other part
Yeah.
right there. And people wouldn't understand it, so they'd be saying, "Oh, we taxing and all that." But
Man.
if we paying $250, $300 for something, should I sell it for that?
no, because you're making a profit.
Exactly.
You gotta
So
keep the bill. You
People
gotta
say
pay bills.
stuff, but they don't understand and know that.
You
You
gotta
gotta
pay-
pay bills, you gotta overhead, and then eventually you're gonna have some employees. So how do everybody get paid if and everything is getting funded out of our pocket?
Right,
None of my rap homies, none of them helped me.
right.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is all your bread just
Yeah.
from saving up and
Me and
just
bro.
royalties and stuff that's coming in.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Coming in.
And they wasn't coming in as they were before.
Right.
So this on the latter side of that.
Damn.
You know, and that was hard for me and my dog as business partners sometimes.
Right.
Because some angles as long as I could keep the rent paid, my end of it,
Right.
you know, that was sometimes the most I could do.
Right. That's it. That's all I can
As
do.
well
for
as
right now.
living and everything. You know, I ain't even have a crib. Yeah, I got that before a crib. See, I understand that if you put yourself in situations like that, you could let your grind pay for what you do.
Right.
So I put myself in humble situations. Like if I get a business first, then this business gonna buy my spot.
So now, you know, it's 2016,
Mhm.
it's 15, you got the store, it's up, it's running.
2018 is when I took the steps to get it incorporated. And, you know, and I said, I'm gonna take this role.
Right.
Because I saw a lot of people who would be coming soon, their business never opened.
Right.
I saw at times we was only getting cash payments and we didn't have a card machine, we didn't have a bank account and stuff like that.
So now we fully legit. It's
Yeah.
in the game now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Like what did that do for you, like during that pandemic time?
Blessing in disguise. Right before the pandemic hit, the store got looted because of the George Floyd situation.
Yeah. This is the first loot. This is the first.
Yeah, when the George Floyd situation and people was didn't like the outcome with the police or whatever in court. So they just looted and messed up everything.
What was the location at this time?
On Western. That
Okay.
was 121 Southwestern. That's on Western and like right before you get to Madison.
Okay.
Still out west.
By
West
that
Loop.
Pete's and all
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
walking distance from the Pete's.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So that's where we was at, and that happened, and we're like, dang, we need. And also, we was it was a sewer drainage backup that happened at our store, and the landlords didn't want to like handle it.
Damn.
So you know, like man, we gonna stop paying the rent. So I remember All Star Weekend, we had eviction notice.
On the door.
You know, we like man, we still whatever. You know, then we went to court, and they was just like, yo, if you want to stay, then you're gonna pay, but if you want to leave,
You
just
leave.
leave. And we left. That's when we found the spot. Shout out Razor Red, barber, well-known barber here. He knew a spot
Right.
that was across the street from his barbershop.
Mm.
And he knew the landlord. He put us right in play with the landlord, gave him the money. You know what I'm saying?
Got up in there.
Yeah, my brody. Like, nah, you did that other one, I'm finna do this one.
Damn.
Good. You know what I'm saying? So you see how I slipped.
Yeah.
You see how
Full
it
circle.
switched.
Yeah.
Switched full circle, and that's what a team about.
Yeah.
It
you
ain't
got the
always
last
gotta
time I
be
got-
on me
I got
just
you.
because I was the face.
No.
I did that for the long. I held the team down for the longest.
So now it's my turn. Let me get it because we
Bruh,
get money now. We
there
get
we
money
go.
together to that.
And I had to be able to allow him to get money too. Not allow him. I ain't saying like
But
that.
you gave him the space.
but the space
You know what I'm saying? Like
to
we
say
all
and be comfortable with seeing
him get
your
money.
dog get some money.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
a
not
lot of
no
people
ego.
don't be. We can't play off that. I don't, because I when I played off ego, it never got me in the right position I needed to be.
Right.
But I know if we all eating, we all good. Like Jay-Z, I'm always will go with the his rhyme. If your click is rich, your click is rugged.
Yeah.
We'll never fall because we'll be each other's crutches.
on everything.
You did.
Yeah.
So I live by that.
Mm.
For real.
So now, the store is doing great. It's
Mhm.
doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
Thank
I've seen everybody in there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's coming in there. Everybody grabbing something from out of there.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah. We
but
still got the ways to go though.
what's I know you've been in the news. You made the news a lot for people just running into the store,
Yeah.
man.
As well as other people that got resale shops.
Yeah, it's like, but it
Mhm.
seems like, it's like the news make it seem like y'all just targeted or something like that.
But
like,
I don't think it's a personal target.
No.
It's more, which is not a personal target. It's not a lot of money out here right now, and a demand for those brands.
a flyness. People want to be fly, but they don't want to
It's a-
spend the money.
It's a demand for it, and no, I guess it's like a little glitch in the matrix where
A lot of
They
people
see.
will tell you to leave the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe your store don't need to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
How do you feel about when people tell you that? Like,
they right.
Hmm.
I don't go against that.
right,
I want to. We always want a store here,
Right.
but yeah, it's the next step. We're gonna elevate. We got. We've been thinking of a few cities. I love ATL.
that's your second home.
Yeah, and I feel I'm easy to navigate there a little bit better. Houston was one that we had on our mind. Miami as well. But and then I also, to be honest, to be real, I look at stuff like that's reachable.
Right.
I put goals reachable too, so I understand like it's small markets that's great too. Milwaukee is a great market.
Yeah. Indiana? Peoria,
Indianapolis, Peoria, Champaign. We went
Champaign.
there before. Yeah,
that's the home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Detroit.
Oh yeah, man. St. Louis.
There you go.
Listen.
Yeah. So
now,
I'm not oblivious to the Charlotte and those places like that too.
So now your music, you know what I'm saying? You got the store running, the store's running great now.
Yeah.
Do you ever get an itch to ever jump back into the music thing?
Yeah.
Like we gonna get a studio behind the fleet. We gonna have a full studio where we can go shopping and then go get fresh and then go in the back and drop a 16.
I do. I did an installment. A guy that runs that do a lot of our website and social media pics. My man KG. He's a producer and an engineer.
Okay.
So he kind of sparked that in me, and we did this joint. It's on iTunes. It's called Flea Season, Volume 1. And we came up with this plan like, yo, every seasonal, we want to try to drop this.
Okay.
And it's not just solely about me or the store. It was really like we're trying to also give an outlet for other artists too.
Okay.
But what we talking about is just fly
Fly
talk. You know what I'm saying?
Just fly shit off
and
of
if
it.
somebody catch some kind of motion off of that, that just help us like get a production situation or kind of in a label
For sure.
mindset. And KG my dog, and I think a lot of times he may feel I talk at him and not to him, like just because of what I've been like, bro. Why you ain't, and now. People put projects out and they just forget about them so quick. I'd be like, yo, keep posting.
Keep
What's
pushing.
the next one at? And
Keep
we started
pushing.
Flea Season 2, and I had gotten me in a groove. I got in a nice groove. Store I got broken into, so I got in a nice groove where I'm always gonna stay ready.
Right.
To I always write and I always keep my pen sharp. Iron sharpen iron. You never know when your name get called. You gotta do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And because when you really done it, when you really do it, you know what I'm saying? So. And it's just the consistency of it and here I think a lot of times the consistency go out the way because artists don't reap nothing sometimes. And that'll make you not want to do it. Like it's only so many free shows you can do as an artist. Only so much love you can give to somebody. Like when the artist gonna get the love back.
Right.
When somebody gonna actually pay for somebody that's up and coming. Like, that's what I loved about Atlanta in the South. People saw somebody like it was people supported Jeezy before he was the big artist.
They was giving him
But
maybe
here,
$100, $500.
a lot of times they just want to see like, oh, you make it and then you rock with me. That's not really rocking.
Come to
Like,
Illinois.
DJs and all that, man. What's wrong with sneaking a record in a club of somebody that's local or got some motion? What's wrong with sneaking that in on your if you got a radio slot?
Right. What's something that you see different from the music industry in Chicago when you first started and now?
Well, what I do see different is that the youngsters made it happen. They really, came through with just really, man, they really made it happen. And the whole world right now
It's taking pieces.
has took pieces of everything that we do.
Right.
So it was like, damn, the rat came through. I mean, you could call it violent and all that, but hey,
it's gangster music.
they had to do what they had to do.
So, like, what's next for Boo?
For Boo, I want to elevate more as a businessman. I got an AAU program, Flea Club Hoops, 15 to 17.
So that's going back into your other DNA.
Yeah.
So you reaching back in this other again. Okay.
Yeah, and trying to do like a program where, I'm from the West Side, and we don't really have no powerhouse high school basketball teams no more.
Is that a thing in Chicago anymore? Like,
you see,
It's
for
not
you
even-
for you to even ask that,
like,
it ain't
because
really
it
that.
used to be the Simeons.
Yeah,
and-
no, they still doing
they
them.
still-
Just out south, I'm saluting. They dominating everything.
But it used to
From
be those
music
big
to-
old basketball rivalries.
They still got them.
Really?
Kenwood, Simeon.
I'm talking about like South Side versus the
Curie.
West Side.
Yeah, you don't see that much. A lot of the West Side kids like, man, I'm finna go out south and link with them. And I'm not trying to stop that. If it makes sense, it makes sense. But sometimes, I think that that kind of dilutes the talent pool.
Right.
Because instead of y'all playing together, sometimes, man, go
see if
stay where you at. Stay in your backyard and go at them.
Go ball at them.
Then y'all go play with each other.
During the summer.
Yeah.
Man.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Y'all
no
rock in the
Sandusky.
summer. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I try to get. And like me, I wasn't and when I talk about basketball, I was just clear love. Like, I never been an All-American, All-State, none of that. But I ran up against some hitters it came out in 1998. So Quentin Richardson, Mugatti, and playing AAU.
Right.
Like my AAU program was the Illinois Hawks. Chris Head, legendary coach. He coached Westinghouse. So, all my guys, all of them went D1.
Ain't nobody gonna run up on you on that court. Crazy.
Yeah, so I know the Cordell Henrys and the,
so you was balling.
Yeah, Quentin Richardson's.
Knuckleheads.
You did what I'm saying. I could really tell you. D Brown's them. They younger than me, but yeah.
D Brown played down there in the U of I.
Yeah. That's little bro. But we, if you Google 1998, our class, it was so much competition. They compared that to when Mark McGuire, them like the 80s.
Damn.
Yeah.
So man, listen.
Yeah.
Man.
So I just want to elevate as a businessman. Like I say, get a store in another city. Then also get back to performing, doing shows, and
get back into the
get my music back. Yeah,
you gonna do an ill style for us, right?
For sure that.
Oh yeah,
you did.
Let's get it.
Let's get
it. So listen. So man, for producers that want to get in touch with you, do y'all take like urban, like people like new fashion designer clothes? Like
by us being so like small, that's kind of tough,
right?
Because we got stuff that's like super that have a high demand, so it's almost hard to push our own brand.
Okay.
So what I try to tell somebody, if they instead of just putting it in the store to like sit, try to do a like pop up and see, do a pop up with a concept around it and see what kind of following you'll get. Okay, and it'll make sense.
That's what's up. So for people who want to reach out to you, like producers that want to be like, I want to be a part of this next project, the next thing Boo got going, I want to be a part of it. I want to help.
Yeah, you can reach me at Flea Boss at iCloud.com.
Boom.
That's the email. Then my IG, Bugatti5_.
Talk to him.
Yeah, dig.
Man, I appreciate you coming through here, dog.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Super love. Anytime.
Kicking it with me.
Illinois Jones.
Man, it's
you dig.
My dog, for real. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Listen. What we gonna play? We gonna go out. We gonna go out to some, man, listen. I don't even know what I want to play. I think I done played everything. We gonna go here. You know what? We gonna go here one more time because I'm feeling real good right now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling real good right now, man. Listen, y'all don't go nowhere. We got Frankie French coming up, Mix coming up. Listen, it's a movie. I appreciate y'all listening, but we got to go. Peace ball and a lot of hair grease. All that.
You digs.
Oh, snaps. I'm sorry. Make sure y'all go download the iLLANOiZE app. Whether you got an Android, an iPhone, a Barack Obama phone, your baby mama, baby daddy phone, go download that iLLANOiZE radio app. Y'all can hear my voice every day on the website as well. If y'all go to illanoize.co. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at ILLANOiZE_Jones88 and Twitter at ILLANOiZE_Jones88. I don't like y'all that much to give y'all my Facebook and Twitter, but if y'all go download the app or to the website, y'all can hear my face and see my voice every day. Chicago, it feel good outside, so I need y'all to do me a few favors. Party hard, party safe, and if you can't do both, stay your ass in the house, and we gonna get out of here on this R.Kelly and Jay-Z featuring Boo and Gotti Fiesta remix one more time.